Always great to get the 4 points at the home of football as West Coast notched their first MCG victory since 2016 and move in a top position of the AFL ladder after round 5 with a couple of results obviously coming our way. Welcome to Eagle Review, proudly sponsored by Kennards Hire. Ben Roberts, always appreciative of your time. Good time to be joining me too. 4 on the trot from the West Coast Eagles, only team in the AFL to do so. Carlton certainly brought the pressure early with their ferocity attack on the footy. Played some real lockdown ball. I suppose they had to. They've been averaging 110 points against of all of their opponents this year. Changed their style up. It worked. It was a bit of a grind from West Coast and ultimately took until red time of the third period to really break the game open. Yeah,
they turned it into a real scrap and quality. Good on them for playing a quality game. And, Simo even said after the game that, it didn't look like all that convincing, but it was probably a disservice to the way that Carlton played. They played really well and maintained possession a lot and didn't give the Eagles the opportunity to get things going. And it was probably red time in all the quarters. We kicked a goal late in the first term, time on in the second quarter, especially in that third quarter as we'll touch on. So probably maturity that allowed them to see out the quarters and finish strongly. And yeah, as you say, 4 points at the home of football, tick.
The 9 consecutive behinds between the first quarter and the second quarter, that was probably a concern from Eagles supporters saying, we're not going to kick our way out of this against the Blues, who were 0-4 at the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they kicked 19 behinds. If they kick 5 goals and it's only 14 points, then suddenly the margin is a little bit more impressive. So, look, they played reasonably well. Carlton, as we said, made it a scrap, but the way they played, they a lot of time in forward half, particularly late in that third term, 73% time in forward half in the third term. And 6 tackles inside the forward 50. That's the classic West Coast Eagles way that they want to play. Keep the ball inside, use Nick Nananui's dominance to get it forward, lock it in and get a score. So that's the way they want to play and hopefully they continue it this week.
Lewis Jetta, the, late out heading into this game. Mark Hutchings given the opportunity. Really the only injury to kind of touch on. A lot of boys are under a cloud, as Simo spoke about. The only one we'll mention at the time is Brad Shepherd. I think he's copped a cork in the same leg 3 weeks straight.
Yeah. When he slid into that post, I thought, he hasn't hit that leg, has he? Not again. Bang, there it was. And probably not as hard, in fairness, this time, but just a little knock, just to let you know it's still there. The cork's still hurting a little bit. But, geez, do you know when it didn't hold him back? Do you know when it didn't stop him? I thought this was my play of the day. Brad Shepherd pushing, no one else was pushing, back in defence, chasing hard, and just did enough. Like, if you look at the replay, he's not even in frame until right as he kicks it. Just puts him off. If they kick that, they're 6 points up. Who knows what happens when people get their tails up? So Bradley Shepherd, geez, he's playing well, isn't he?
Yeah, he had a good game, as did a number of other Eagles. Gov stood up. Yo's 17 contested possessions. He's probably got 6 Brownlow votes in the last couple of weeks if they're voting it properly. Gov, 4th ranked intercepts in the AFL. That's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, Yoey is an All-Australian defender, and this year he's playing far more midfield time, and he's coming along really, really nicely. I think he'll be very happy. A lot of contested football. He's just had a lot of tackles, in and under sort of stuff. It was good to watch. I'm liking a little bit unheralded and going under the radar. Probably likes it that way. Scotty likes it. I think he's going very well for a man who's. It's a very unique setup, the West Coast Eagles ruck setup, and obviously Nick's a very unique athlete to work with. They go together so well. Tell you who else I like. So well done, Scotty. Chris Marston. Crushing it. And Jamie Cripps. I like Jamie Cripps. I've always been a big Cripps man. And 17 pressure acts at the weekend. 17 pressure acts. You didn't hear wrong. 7 of those inside the forward 50. And that's what his game is built on, pressure and work rate. And they're going very well. And as we say, 4 on the trot and hopefully they can keep it going.
You touched on the ruck division. Gee, this contest was pretty pleasing to watch. Nick Nananui's 3 efforts here on the wing. You don't reckon his confidence is back up. He thinks he's ready to go. Yeah. That was fantastic. Shout out to Jackson Nelson. You're not going to do acts like this and not going to mention going back with the flight into the unknown. Thought he was going to get pulverised in the next week. Straight back up. Gutsy stuff there. Willie Rioli, this is one of the goals of the season from the club. He's well out of view here. Chases one back, the back of the fist. Yeah. So brings it back towards his goal.
Very easy to give away a free kick in that situation.
Easily. Too. Marston does his bit, receives the footy, balks one, and almost has a little bit of a smile to Cripps saying, got you there, mate. Kicks it from 40, puts him on his highlight reel. Very special play from Willie Rioli.
He's certainly a Rioli. Geez, he's got some tricks. They all do. But what about, I thought his day might have been done. He went in like lickety-split into try and bump Paddy Dow into next week. Just mis-executed, must be said, and threw the head the wrong way probably and copped the point of the shoulder in his jaw.
Looked nasty.
I thought he was going to be Gornsky with a bit of concussion, but Nut came back.
If you got paid for every goal, you'd be really flat at this touch of the line. There's centimetres in that.
Yeah. How about this pass? Now, don't you tell me, Mark, that you meant to do this.
No chance.
No chance. Just throw the boot at it, get it forward.
He'll tell you he meant every bit of it.
Absolutely he will. But no, credit to him. He got it there, but more arse than class.
I guess so. Time for our Kennards roast of the round. Let's get straight into it. We're going to head over to Mark Hutchings, who made Andrew Phillips' first ever playing card. Yeah, it's a bit of a hanger on you there, mate. O'Shea, got to take those in the forward 50, mate. Got to give credit where credit's due, though. Eddie McGuire with the pretty special comment.
That's Rick O'Shea.
Cam's brother.
Yeah, some good humour from Eddie there. Rick O'Shea, not bad. A lot of talk about the commentary, but a little tick. We'll get a little positive spin on the commentary. Well done, Eddie. Okay, then what about Lycett stepping on Phillips? If you're going to try and beat a bloke, just kick him down. That's fine. We're happy with that here at the review. Now, this is one of the worst kicks of all time. You don't even have to hit them on the chest. You just got to get it in their general direction. Shank. That's shocking from McKay. Levi Casbolt could have been on the end of it. Wasn't.
We're going to do roast Darling here, coming off second best with a collision with Andrew Gaff.
Yeah.
You heard it correctly. Didn't think I'd ever be saying those words, but look, I'm not going to roast Jack too hard because obviously I've seen one of his flips and it just reminded me of the double black belt in Taekwondo. He would absolutely destroy me. So maybe a light roast for Jack. Probably don't tell him I said it.
Funny you bring up black belts and martial arts, that sort of thing. I think JK thought it was UFC in town in Perth, Feb 11. Robbie Whittaker's pulled out. I can put my hand up. Unfortunately, the surgery on the knee pulled him out of that one. Throwing semi-row, the hip toss, I didn't mind that. Going down for a submission, probably ended the fight right there, but you don't see that from JK too
No,
much.
not too often. Bit of friendly fire as well. We've got Scotty Lycett getting knocked. I don't know if it's Nick
Who are you
Nat
going to
or...
put the blame on here?
Oh, probably Nick Nat. No, probably Barris.
See, like, it's easy to say Barris, but there's something going on in between the pack that we don't see.
Petruski-Seaton obviously kicking one into JK. Gaff the clutch goal. That gives them a 2-goal break in the half-time buffer.
Not the only mare that got Gaffy a goal. See later on, Plowman, the switch-up, crucial time in the game. We're just starting to pull away, and Gaffy slips through the fingers, burns away, Golski.
Errors.
You don't like those?
More roast. Jack Redden. Oh, is this high, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, that's a free kick now. Sweet. That cost us a goal. Oh, and so is stepping on a bloke's boot now, because I don't know what else you give Bunga a free kick there for, but that's awesome. Another goal, bang. Couple of rippers there.
Another one for Gaffy. We mentioned him in a positive light. Here's a negative one. Here's a bit of a roast. Now, you go for the banana. There's no way he's not going for goal here. He's not centering this ball. He just absolutely shanks this kick, kicks it in the middle of the footy, and it ended up going away from goal. It's a little fade away.
Top of the square, mate. Knew what he's doing.
And he'll say top of the square. Of
course.
We call BS.
Josh Kennedy, congratulations, getting the goal-kicking record over Summer. Oh, no, he hasn't.
For 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. But at least you get 2 celebrations, Ben.
Yeah, one at home after doing one away.
Correct.
I thought maybe you look at the celebration, he's a team man, but you get there, maybe next time give the celebration a bit more, saving it for the home crowd.
Yeah, probably knew it was touched. Going to go around the grounds quickly. Jeez, Papley, this is one of the gutsiest plays I've seen so far in 2018. Highly commendable effort. Wish I could say the same for their supporters, being an absolute goose on the sideline there.
Have you ever seen a 50 given away for a throwing of equipment?
Once. I think Scotty Selwood did it to Ben Cousins.
What did he throw?
A boot.
Well, I saw the same thing happen again. Jeremy Cameron flicked the boot away. Just stupidity. I think it's under Rule 25, Section E. Don't be a doofus and throw people's stuff.
Okay.
And that's 50 metres, and Jeremy Cameron, don't do it again. Suckling, take it from me, he's a natural left footer, and this is why he should never kick on his right foot.
That's one of the worst going round. What about going over to the Lions game? Old mate trying to catch the footy over the boundary. Oh, wow, you should have been on the turf there. Embarrassing. Also, don't know what this girl's role is on the day. I'm pretty sure it's not cop footies in the face, though, so probably needs to reassess her career directions. What about Rick down at Kennards Hire, having a few mares himself? Get your filming right, Rick.
It's not that hard.
Going to do the promos.
It's not that hard.
Nah, it's not. Get it done. But the winner, Ben Roberts, you don't actually know about this one. We're going to go down to Dicko on the sideline for special comments.
Oh, really?
Now, it's just one job. When they call you in to talk, it's your job to talk. Let's have a listen how he went.
It's not slippery. You got to take those. Well, Dicko, is the ball a bit greasy given that there's a light mist fog falling? Benny Dixon, do you reckon that ball will be greasy? So Benny Dixon's down at ground level. Dicko, would that ball be a little bit oily, greasy feeling with that light mist falling? Because it went straight through his hands there, Plowman.
I think we've established that Dicko's not...
And 3 goes at Dicko.
Yeah, so look, boundary riding. It's not that hard, Stephen. You've got an earpiece in, you've got a microphone, you sit on a chair and you look at a monitor. Have even just some cliched rubbish that you can just spill out if you do get caught out, but it's not that hard to get caught out if you just pay attention. So, Ben, roast the round for you.
Get out of the hot dog stand, Ben.